So I Now let's play some lacrosse. It's Cody Jameson with you on 12-Ounce Sports. Saturday evening, 5:39 local time in Fort Saskatchewan. The JRC's bumping. The Junior Beast is ready to go. The Fort Saskatchewan Rebels 6-6 on the season, hosting the Mountainview Mavericks, who are 3-7-1. Seth McKenzie will take the face-off. Fort Saskatchewan going right to left on your TV screens, rocking their home blacks. Red trim, Mountain View going left to right, gold buckets, white jerseys, black trim. Rebels offensive possession first. Cutting out in front, Maxwell with the shot. Rebound still hopping around in the slot. As McAdam couldn't track it down, it'll be Mavericks possession. Battle of North versus Central in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League Tier 1 North Circuit. Mountain View playing mostly out of Didsbury this season, formerly the Olds Mavericks. Really got a good mix, and they're going to get on the board first. Took them a whopping 46 seconds, but it's 1-0 for the visitors. It's Marshall Bloomfield down the middle, got his 53rd point of the season, puts them up 1-0. Pass intended for Bloomfield's behind him, and McAdam's going to send out Porter. Jackson Porter's on a break. Kicked out by Ethan Murphy. Your starter for the Mavericks this evening. Pass over to Ethan Peterson. Murphy, he's got an .819 save percentage. Per the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League website, that ball's going to bounce back to him, and Murphy controls. Eric LeBlanc between the pipes for Fort Saskatchewan has an .814 save percentage and an 8.84 goals against average. Rebels at 500, Mavericks below 500 in the standings. Hopping around in the corner, but Nathan LaFrance comes onto the fray. Braden Sinclair's on the back check. Jackson Cohan out there to throw a pick. LaFrance hands it off for Seth Fairholm. The big man, Fairholm, down for McCallions out in front. Stopped by Murphy, rebound, he scores, but not before he ends up in the crease. So the ref's gonna wave it off. Bloomfield sets the pick, outside shot by Lucas Cowles goes wide. Sigfusen now, one arms it and it's off the defender and in. Are you kidding me? Landon Sigfusen banks it off Michael Gillespie and into the back of the net. It's 2-0 Mavericks. Now if that goes directly, and we're talking about goal of the season, a little bit of a lucky bounce there, but Landon Sigfusen on the road. 9th point of the season for him. You wouldn't guess by putting him on the all-hands team after that one. Drake May controls. And Sutherland out there with him. Right side, Bloomfield's now down the pipe. Shot goes over the goal. LeBlanc back there trying to find that loose ball. It's going to scramble around. Carter McAdam gets to it first. Rebels offense goes to work. That shot goes wide. It's going to bounce off Murphy's leg and out of play. Now down the middle, Jackson Cohunt gets stopped by Murphy. A little bit of an unconventional save, got it done. Jackson Cohunt with the hit. The captain, Ethan Peterson, controls. 4-3 of the shots in favor of the Rebels. 2-0 of the goals in favor of Mountain View. Seth Fairholt. Little spin move down low. Pass over to Cohunt. Got knocked down. He's going to carry it to the middle all by himself. Jackson Cohunt's down the lane. Murphy, 5 straight stops. Been a difference maker early in the first 4 minutes. High sticking will be the call, and Colton Harnack heads off to the sin bin. Pardon me, that's Dawson Mailer. The 7s and the 1s look quite alike on these Mavericks jerseys. So Rebels are going to the power play. First opportunity of the game. They trail by 2. Look up top. Maxwell scores. Xander Maxwell's on the board in his first junior beast game of the season. It's 2-1. Quick work of the power play. Only took him 8 seconds to find the back of the net as Maxwell blows one past Murphy, and the lead's cut in half. McCalligan and Cohunt pick up assists as it's Marshall Bloomfield to carry the ball down low. 3 to shoot. Bloomfield, the lefty, pushed out, fades one over the goal, and they're gonna have to leave it on the ground. Jackson Baker, skip pass up for Porter. He knocks it down, but then he controls it. Brendan Harnack to defend. Maxwell's rocking the bright pink shoes. Maybe you call them coral. Now it's McCalligan pushed to the ground. Gets that pass out in front. Porter was there, and he gets stopped by Murphy. Maxwell for Peterson. Lefty's going to work. Pass for McCalligan. It's going to be hopping around. Still 17 to shoot. No need to rush it. Maxwell down low. McCalligan's out in front. Murphy got a piece of it. McCalligan goes through the crease. Left gets set up again. Shot clock resets. Lewis back to Maxwell. Quick stick stop by Murphy, and it's in his gear somewhere. It's going to bounce into the net, but not before it was thrown down. Lodemire to defend. Hopping around. Longmire's down the left side of the floor. Front of the benches, decides to wisely pull it far side and hand off to Jackson Cohunt, the leading point getter for the Rebels so far this season. 36 points for him. Reed Lowe still leads in points per game, though, despite Lowe on the IR. Peterson, hop off the boards, couldn't control. Rasta controls. Far side off the bench is Braden Sinclair. 31 points coming into tonight's contest. Duval around his defender towards the goal. Tries to pull it short side. Bounces over the glass, and it'll be Fort Saskatchewan possession. Towards the goal, Jackson Baker by himself. Murphy again had to take a quick look behind him, but he made that save. Dawson Mailer now hands it up for Drake Mate. Across the restraining line, Matthew Vetch to defend. Has some help from Hackett. Pass ends up on the ground. LeBlanc has it. Vetch now runs it up. Lewis was out in front of the goal. Maxwell's off the bench. The new addition lefty making his debut this season. Maxwell for Lewis. Back to Kohut. Spins, fires. A little bit backhand action there. Murphy got a piece of it. It rolls past the right post. Peterson now pounds one on goal. Maxwell and Kohut collide. They can't stop the defender. Here's Foley. Foley, the pass out in front. LeBlanc's got to be kicking with the right pad on Brendan Harnack. Wyatt Duvall now. Pass up top. Hayden Sutherland was waiting for it. Drake May's the fifth though guy. Sinclair's shot. Wide of the cage. Loose ball push gets called, and Rebels head back the other way with 11:40 to go in period number 1 inside the JRC. It's Cody Jameson with you on 12-ounce Sports Interaction Lacrosse. Coming to you all season long for free. Fairholt up top. He's got McKenzie. Sub bouncer rings the melon of Murphy. Rebound by Porter goes over the cage. Hard hit on the boards, and now Porter's got to be careful by the bench. Now a high pick there. Dawson Mailer got his stick up on the Rebels defender. Maxwell controls. It'll be 6-on-5. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Maxwell's got plenty of room to walk into this one. Fires and he misses the net. 6-on-5 look, they can't connect. But it looks like Dawson Mailer's gonna go off for a high stick. And the Rebels power play goes back to work. They're 1 for 1 already. Kohut from the right-hand side, and he scores. Time ball game. Jackson Kohut has his first of the night, and it's 2-2. Rebels are 2 for 2 on the power play, and that's what we're knotted up at, a pair apiece with 10:20 to go in period number 1. Here's Porter for McCallion. He scores! Josh McCallion gives Fort Saskatchewan their first lead of the game. Josh McCallion's got .36 of the season for the collegiate athlete. Now it's Miller Scrimshaw getting a look on offense. Baker's shot got kicked out. Murphy's got 13 saves now as Porter gets pushed into the boards. Porter grabs an assist on that McCallion goal as Landon Sigfusen with it. One arms it back. Now it's Marshall Bloomfield. The big man goes 1-on-2 all by himself, pulls it out. Here's Sigfuson. Winds, fires wide. Hayden Sutherland trying to get that one off as the shot clock was expiring, and Matthew Vetch turns on the burners. Gillespie up for Xander Maxwell. Xander Maxwell, little spin move, gets the pick from Kohut. Finds himself behind the X. Now it's Kohut walking in through everyone, try to pull it glove side. Murphy says no. Seth Fairholm now. Outside look, almost picks off Kohut behind the net. Bounces out of play, tests out a light stanchion. Braden Sinclair. Up top for Hayden Sutherland, pass off target. LeBlanc's gonna throw this one, but it'll be too many men on the floor. Coming off a little bit early was Riley Lewis. Not a penalty in Junior B, but they will end up giving possession back to Mountain View. Keeping an eye, it looks like Regan Walker's gonna be going to the dressing room for some repairs as he hobbles off. Outside look, Landon Sigfuson. Might have had a chance to pull it short side. Now Sigfuson's having a few words. And they're just gonna give Mountain View possession. No penalties called. I believe that was Miller Scrimshaw on Sigfuson, and now they miss the coverage. Hackett's got to go back. Rebels escape after a terrible defensive stand. Outside shot there by Callis. Gets stopped, Bloomfield's got it. Trying to avoid the crease, somehow he does. Bloomfield still with it. LeBlanc doesn't know where it is. Mountain View, they thought it was in. Now it's McKenzie's pass way behind Josh McCalligan. And this one's gonna bounce over the glass as well. Dawson Mailer hands it off for Bloomfield. Had 52 points to lead Mountain View coming into tonight's game. Back to Bloomfield, wide open. Longmire strips him. Hard pick there by LaFrance, easy. Pardon me, that was Rylan Walsh. And now Rylan Walsh is gonna take a penalty. Took some liberties with Marshall Bloomfield after that one was blown down, and Rylan Walsh with an undisciplined penalty is gonna send the Mavs to the power play with 6:53 left to go in period number 1. Duval to Sigfuson, back to Duval. Bloomfield was there. Didn't look like he was expecting the pass. Sigfuson with it again. He'll cut towards the goal, fires that one. LeBlanc got it with the shoulder. Bounces back. Jackson Porter can't control, and they're going to give him the reset. They'll run it from the bottom righty position. Mailer now. Sigfuson. Mailer and Mayer in the corner. Ball popped up way in the air. Looks like May's gonna come down with it. Sits at the edge of the crease, trying to pull it short side. LeBlanc grabs onto the pipe. Sigfuson was waiting in the slot for it. Pass, well, it came, it just wasn't on target. Now Scrimshaw trying to push his man back. All alone, 2-on-1 look. LeBlanc drops down one knee. Mountainview peppering the Rebels on this power play. Still haven't cracked the code yet. Braden Sinclair with it now. Transition look. Porter's got a partial break. Jackson Porter now spins to the inside. Sub shot. Murphy might have got a piece of it. The refs say he didn't. Fairholt up top for Maxwell. Playing a man down for the next second or so. Out of the sin bin is going to be Rylan Walsh to run up there and cause some havoc. Maxwell, high shot, buzzes the tower of Ethan Murphy. Porter finds Lewis. That chunk goes over the net. And they're going to say Cohon cut through the crease before grabbing the ball. Mavericks back in the neutral zone here. Had the first two in the game. They've allowed 3 straight since. Duval. Grabs it off the cement. Now a loose ball push ends up getting called. And Matthew Vetch hands it off for McKenzie. Xander Maxwell. Goal for him in the contest, as does Josh McCallion, who's got the ball right now. McCallion over to Maxwell. Peterson, 8 to shoot. Put it on goal. Fairholm runs right past the rebound. Still on the ground, and the captain's got to come in to save it. McCallion out in front. Murphy's gonna flop on it, and with 3:25 left, the Mavs still got a chance here to tie it. A lot of time left in this period. The way their offense started, they were moving the ball well. Now it's a lot less ball movement. They're also 0 for 1 on the power play. Scrim shot of the vent. Now Walsh pushes him out as well. Bloomfield fadeaway shot. Put it about 5 feet over the target. Cohen all by himself, one-on-one move. He likes. Murphy likes it better. Now Murphy's gonna jump down on it, but it looks like the refs are gonna give Fort Saskatchewan possession here with 2:41 to go in period 1. Lewis on his backhand for McCallion, but he couldn't handle the pass, and now Cohon gets run over. Gage Foley. Now he's gonna go 1-on-3 after laying that offensive hit on Jackson Cohon. Braden Sinclair for Bloomfield. Zig Fusen out of the corner. Bloomfield with a hard pick. Down to Duval, put it on goal. LeBlanc with the save. Eric LeBlanc at an 8-14 coming into tonight's game. 9 for 11 in this contest. Ethan Murphy across the floor had an 8-19. Fairholt. Not sure if that pass went off the back of Lewis or what. But it's Mavericks possession with 9:35, and now Fairholm on the back check forces a turnover. Fairholm's got Maxwell on the right side. Arnak to defend. McCallion, outside bouncer, trying to pick that bottom far corner. Goes wide, and they got about 8 seconds. So if they go quick, maybe they can. Maxwell has it. He'll shoot it himself, and Brendan Harnack eats it. Jacob Baker. Not Jackson Baker. Close, gotta love that. When you got names similar on both teams. Hayden Sutherland Far side of the floor towards the net. LeBlanc with the save. Penalty upcoming. There's 3 bodies on the ground. So I guess we'll see who gets it. Someone's getting a trip. Looks like Jackson Porter will be the guilty party. Is he? Well, he started to jog off. Now he's just going to walk off to the sin bin. Trip will be the call. Mountainview is going to the power play with 48 seconds left. 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Had a couple of looks on it. Eric LeBlanc been the difference maker so far. Despite the limited saves, statistically, they're going to give him on the board. Now it's a good ball movement. Backdoor look there, and Hayden Sutherland got stopped. Nice little give and go with Sinclair. Out in front, Sinclair's going to sneak one through. Braden Sinclair. LeBlanc thought he had to spin, and it sneaks behind him on the power play. It's 3-3. .29 seconds left to go in period number 1, and Braden Sinclair has us back to level ground. Josh McCallion steps in to take the face-off, but Rain Rosta gets the better of him, and they're going to call a timeout with 26 seconds left. Hey fans, you want to keep Fort Saskatchewan Rebels broadcast coming for free all season long? Sign up for Sports Interaction, the best place to bet on sports in Canada. Go to sportsinteraction.com/rebels. Sign up today and get a first deposit match bonus of up to $500. sportsinteraction.com/rebels. Sigfuson will handle it. 24 points on the season for him. 3-3, less than 20 seconds to play in period number 1. We'll see who takes that last shot. As right now, it's Marshall Bloomfield standing way out. Thought he might want to work himself in. Interesting play. They're going to draw up. It'll be Sinclair to shoot. Pulls it short side. Misses the cage. Duval doesn't grab the rebound, and we're level. After 20 minutes of play inside the JRC, 3-3 is your score heading into the second. It's Cody Jameson with you on 12-Ounce Sports. We're back in about 10 minutes. Fort Saskatchewan Rebels lacrosse all season long is brought to you for free for sportsinteraction.com. Go sign up today at sportsinteraction.com/rebels. Get a first deposit match bonus up to $500. Period 2. Rebels, Mavericks tied at 3 after 20 minutes of play. Your goal scorers for the Rebels, Xander Maxwell had the first, Jackson Colhunt with the second, and Josh McCallion with the third. Rebels went 2 for 2 on the power play. Mountain View went 1 for 2. Shots on goal, 22-15 in favor of the Rebels. Pass down low, intended for Duval, ends up going right on Eric LeBlanc, and he'll get chalked up with his first stop of the period. Nathan LaFrance up for Riley Lewis. Lewis for Jackson Baker, and he scores. Jackson Baker blows one past Ethan Murphy, and it's 4-3 Rebels. Jackson Baker, a lefty. Well, he was running the power play in preseason against the Junior A Miners. When you talk about a guy who can come out the front and the back gate, that's Jackson Baker. A lot of potential. When you think of some of the great players who have come through this Rebels organization, I think we'll be talking about Jackson Baker in 3-4 years' time. Loose ball ends up on the ground. Porter knocked it down for a second, and on the back check as Lucas Callis comes and grabs it. Far side of the floor, Sig Fusen. Him and Bloomfield have a two-man game going. Duval as well, the righty. Behind the net. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass intended for Dawson Mailer. Nonetheless, it wasn't going anywhere. Xander Maxwell off the pass. Ends up going through him. And this one's going to get turned over as well. Seth Fairholm has it. In front of the blue line on the boards. Ethan Peterson. Back pedal over to Lewis. Outside shot. Murphy with the left shoulder. Got enough of it. Seth McKenzie now. Riley Lewis, the offensive one of the twins. Compared to Tyson, that is. Ethan Peterson. Outside look. Easy save, and a defender just boots this one all the way down to Eric LeBlanc. Riley Lewis, 23 points for him this season with the Rebels. Xander Maxwell. Pass intended for McKenzie. Lewis has to grab it in the corner. Still has 4 to get a shot off. Just leaves and goes for a change instead. And Mountain View, quick transition off the bench. Bodies flying all over the place. Walsh now. Ends up laying out Sutherland, I believe that is. Mavericks had numbers in transition. And it looks like Walsh is going to go on for interference. Mountain View going back to the power play. 1 for 2 in the game, 17:03 left to go in period number 2. Not exactly sure. Oh, I guess they're not going to call a penalty. So scratch that. Mountainview not going to the power play. They gave the whole interference signal. They sent a guy to the box, and then they decided against it. I got no reasoning for you. Mavericks run it from the left side. Dawson Mailer out in front. Bloomfield, and he scores. Tie game, it's 4-4. Marshall Bloomfield's got his second of the game. And Mountain View clawing back once again. 4-4 is the score. 16:38 left to go in period number 2. Here's McCallion. Up top, scrim shot for Baker. Same shot he scored on earlier. Rebound attempt by Porter. Got poked on goal, but Murphy with the save. Pass got knocked down by Walsh, and here goes LaFrance in transition. He's got Vetch with him. Nathan LaFrance on a break, stopped by Murphy. LaFrance down low for Vetch, puts it off his kneecap. Somehow he controls it. Seth McKenzie has it. Cohunt's in the corner. Skip pass across the floor for Lewis. Back to McKenzie, and his pass got knocked out. Gage Foley in transition. Foley for Harnack. Outside shot, trying to go across the floor. Harnack shot. Missed LeBlanc and the target. Sigfusen hands it off. Out of the corner, running this one out himself. Mountain View ends up losing it, and White. Duval can't grab the loose ball. Here goes Longmire, partial break. The lefty trying to bounce it far side again. Murphy might have got a piece of it, but it was bouncing wide. Bloomfield, hat-trick watch, fires just wide. Vetch with it for McKenzie. Another partial break, and he scores. Seth McKenzie on the track meet. It's 5-4 Rebels. The youngster Seth McKenzie gives Fort Saskatchewan a lead with 14:30 to go in period number 2. Sigfusen down the other way, pulling it short side with Sinclair. But Eric LeBlanc up to the task. Sigfusen forces the turnover. Quick feet, drives down low. Long look up top. LeBlanc's got to be sharp. C&I pass there. Now some rough stuff in front of the net. Penalty coming. Scrim shot, took a high stick. Porter. Pass to the right side. Xander Maxwell has it. 16 on the shot clock. Maxwell to Cohunt up top. Fairholm's left side. The big righty lowers it on goal. Ethan Murphy closes the wickets, and Fort Saskatchewan's going to the power play with 13:46 left to go. Period number 2. Rebels are 2 for 2 on the power play. Maxwell and Cohunt have goals. McCallion and Fairholm are the righties. Maxwell and Cohunt are the lefties, and Cohunt fires this one past Murphy. The lead's doubled at 6-4. Jackson Kohut's got his second on the power play. And this one doubles the lead for Fort Saskatchewan. Here's Jackson Baker, far side, scores, but he stepped in the crease. That's too close to call from our broadcast location. Ref's got a lot better view, but Jackson Baker showing off some athleticism there. Sigfuson right side. Outside look, Duval waits. The righty. Sub shot, that's gonna hurt. McAdam meets it. Now in transition, Peterson just tucks it high over the goal. Colton Harnack pushed off, spins off a check from Lewis. Ball ends up on the ground, and here's McKenzie with Riley Lewis, 2-on-1. Lewis, 5-hole, Murphy's got it, spins around, and he'll drop the ball. Stretch pass intended for Drake May. LeBlanc's got to get his net set again. He's off the mark just a little bit. Off the bench, it's Mailer for Bloomfield. Put him on hat-trick watch. Marshall Bloomfield out around the outside, runs himself out of real estate. Sticks are just all over the ground here. Not sure if Baker broke his or if he just lost it. Now he's gonna grab it and go off. LeBlanc's made the save anyways. Matthew Vetch tries to run through traffic. Scrimshaw takes a hit from Braden Sinclair. Penalty upcoming. Josh McCallion, 6-on-5. Jackson Kohut wants to fire. It's on Murphy. He makes it save. Fort Saskatchewan, though, likely heading to the power play. Braden Sinclair and Riley Lodemire heading off. Lodemire just wants a word, I believe, with the refs. Sinclair's going to be the one to actually serve it. Rebels back to the power play. They're a perfect 3 for 3 this evening. Xander Maxwell shot got tipped. Easy save by Murphy. Rain Rosta now has to run back and get slop shot by Colton Harnack. Ends up out of play. Jackson Kohut, both of his goals tonight have come on the power play. Back for McCallion. Low shot scores. Josh McCallion sneaks one through Murphy, and it's 7-4. McCallion's now got 2. And he hands it off to Jackson Baker. They've been able to beat Ethan Murphy hip high a few times now as Porter throws it on goal. Now McCallion gets his stick up high. Easy call coming as Brendan Harnack takes one off the chin. And it's going to be a 5, I believe, coming against Josh McCallion. 5 it will be, major penalty coming against the Rebels, and the Mavs now have a chance to claw their way back. Nick Fusen up top. Shot got tipped. Weird power play look here. They just leave Marshall Bloomfield on the outside and run it 4-on-3. Now they're going to bring in Bloomfield. Well, that's a new play call if I've ever seen one. As Eric LeBlanc takes it right in the throat. Interesting look on the power play. Got to give the Mavericks coaches some credit for something unique. Lewis is on the half, well, 10 on the shot clock. It's over Maxwell's head behind the net, and Murphy settles it down. They still got 4:10 to go on their major power play. It's going to run it down to about 5 minutes left in the middle frame. Halfway done, halfway to go. Sig Fusen up top, has some room to shoot. It's behind LeBlanc, but he's got a spin, and now LaFrance takes a couple hacks and whacks, and he gets hit into the bench. Goes for a seat in the Mountainview bench. Easy call coming. Door was wide open. Counts is going to serve that one. Luckily, no one got hurt. Dangerous situation. If you're going to leave the gate open like that, plus you're going to hit someone in there, I think you'll take a minor penalty, and if you're the Rebels, you're just happy there's no injuries on the play. So we'll play 4-on-4. Cowles will serve it. Over to Lewis, he's out in front. The lead's up to 4. They got him doubled. It's 8-4 Rebels. Five goals in the frame. This one comes 7 seconds into the 4-on-4. Stant Riley Lewis is his first, and it's 8-4 Fort Saskatchewan. Jackson Baker now out in front. Had some room to pull it short side. Murphy got a piece. Hard hit by Porter. Sends his man for a ride. Bloomfield outside lane. Scrimshaw's got to defend. Up top to Duval. Little floater ends up going on LeBlanc. He takes it right in the pants, and he'll settle it down. Stretch pass ends up with Ethan Murphy. Still 4-on-4 for the next 60 seconds. Sig Fusen. Pass intended for Sutherland. Bounces off him into the corner. May now. He'll send it up top. Sig Fusen's shot wide, and it's going to bounce into the ceiling here at the JRC. Now Riley Lewis runs up on it. Ref wants him to go back to the restraining line. Seth Fairholm. Peterson's outside. They might as well play 3-on-3. Now Peterson's going to run in and set a pick. Jackson Kohut now. Double spin outside look. Shot got blocked, and he gets ran over as Noah Cooper welcomes him to the D zone. Fairholm now, a hard pick. And now he takes a cross check up top. Lewis gets it back, but it's going to be a penalty called. I think that's Dawson Mailer. Or Connor Christensen. The 7s and the 1s look really similar. Or Colton Harnack. I mean, we're just taking stabs until we see it on the board here. Maybe it's Harnack for a defender. That's who it'll be. Oh, and they're going to give him 6 minutes. I would assume a cross check, maybe an extra one. So 4 for a check from behind and 2 for slash on Harnack. Cole Hunt got stopped again by Murphy, and he's up to 28 saves. If you're interested in Game 3 of the NLL Final, we'll give you a score update. If you got it pre-recorded, you can hit mute right now. But after 15 in Buffalo, the Bandits up 3-2 on the Colorado Mammoth. Okay, you can unmute it now. We've done your spoiler. Back to the play, Mountainview far side, 2 to shoot. They're just going to lob this one on LeBlanc. Play another minute of 4-on-4 here, and then it'll be Rebels power play, which they are a perfect 4 for 4 on so far. Here's Riley Lewis towards the cage. Murphy got it with his left arm. McAdam down to Peterson. Can hear the stick connect with the coconut from up here. Ref decides they've handed out enough penalties already. Lewis outside, Murphy with the save, and he dives on the rebound again. That's multiple times he's done that. Just launches himself outside of the crease to grab the rebound. Sutherland, the righty, thought about switching hands for a second and going lefty. Field style, the sense to hands it off. Sinclair. Outside fadeaway shot. LeBlanc got a piece of it with his stick. McCallion's out. He's now served his major high sticking penalty. Somehow the Rebels escape without allowing a single goal on that. So they're now going to the power play for the next 3:43 or so. Colton Harnack's in the box. Seth Fairholm, quick stick attempt. Doesn't connect. Now it was Cole Hunt up front. He misses. McCallion again. Wide, and it's going to test out the light fixture and the roof. Wyatt Duval hands it off for Sigfusen. Sigfusen down the middle, hit the brakes, burnt some rubber off his sneakers. And now he winds up and rips it off the back of Miller Scrimshaw. LaFrance lays it for McCallion. Maxwell's off the bench. Rebels still in the power play. McCallion now behind the back shot. Bounces that one over the glass. And now Fairholm trying to force a turnover. Hard cross check on Noah Cooper. Couple of Mavericks will have some words for him. And Seth Fairholm likely going to get a seat for 2 minutes here. And we'll play 4-on-4. Drake May off the left side. Backdoor quick stick. Great look. They score. Landon Sigfusen waiting at the back door. Taps it in. It's 8-5. You see moments with Mountainview where they're moving the ball so well. They got offensive guys in great positioning. And it's tap-ins like that. And then there's other times the offense just looks stagnant. So there's definitely some high points as Riley Lewis brings that lead right back up to 4. Just as I'm pumping the Mavs tires, the Rebels respond. You can add Riley Lewis to hat-trick watch. He's got 2 with 3:18 to go in period number 2. Marshall Bloomfield outside, plenty of time to shoot, lets it go. He got his own rebound, and he tucks that wide. No surprise why Marshall Bloomfield's a 50-plus point getter already through 11 games of the Mavs season. McCallion for Maxwell. Back to Lewis. Splits the defense. Out in front is Porter. Shot got stopped. Rebound rolls. Murphy's on top of it. It's impressive. Kept it in front of the goal line right there. That's what you got to do as a tender. Keeps it out. It's still a 9-5 game. Jacob Baker now puts on the brakes. Duvall's with them. Sigfusen down low. Out in front was Duvall. But the righty catches it on that off wing, and so you try pull it back. You got to have incredible hands to do that as a righty when you're running left. McCallion give and go with Vetch. Rebels are on the power play now for the next 15 seconds. Xander Maxwell. Shot goes wide. Now McCallion's going to take a loose ball push there, and Maxwell gives Noah Cooper the business as well. Cooper walks by him, has some words. Mavericks coaches aren't too happy about that. But sometimes you got to walk back to your bench. Can't just stand there and chirp. They're going to call it unsportsmanlike. That's what they do. It's called all the time in Junior Beast here. You don't need games getting out of hand anymore. Limiting stuff like that just makes sense. So more 4-on-4. Feels like we played this whole period 4-on-4. It's been about 30 minutes in penalties, it feels. So why not finish it off? Mountain View's only got 3 on the floor right now, so they're a man down. Coming out of the box here soon is going to be Colton Harnack. Noah Cooper wanted an explanation. Ref gave it to him quick, and now we're back underway. Back to 4-on-4 here. Mavs will control, down by 4, 20 on the shot clock. Wrong side of the highway again as Hayden Sutherland tries to go short side. Scrim shot throws him into the ground. Bloomfield, little fake pick, trying to free up some space. Now it's Sinclair. High fake, low shot, stopped by LeBlanc. Vetch, sky ball. McKenzie can't come down with it. Sinclair with it. Over to Drake May. May goes across the body. LeBlanc moving to his right, makes the easy stop for number 16 in the game. Now Hackett pushes him into the crease. A slashing call's coming. And I think it is going to be on Hackett as well. Boy, the seats in the penalty box got to be staying warm. A lot of traffic going in and out of there tonight. Mountainview going back to the power play with 34 seconds to go in the period. One for two so far. They did have that major power play as well. Well, Josh McCallion was sitting in the box, but they ended up taking a penalty of their own. Here's Bloomfield. Backdoor look for Sinclair, and now Sinclair lays a high hit. Lodemire having a few words as well. Rebels have it. They want to use a timeout, and they will. Darren Beret and company are going to draw up a play with 19 seconds left to go in period number 2. Rebels will play it 4-on-4 here. They are short-handed, but they pulled goaltender Eric LeBlanc. So Jackson Cohot will be the 4th Rebel on the floor. Fairholm, McCallie, and Peterson out there with him. Hard pick. Fairholm can't grab the pass. Fairholm now grabs a loose ball towards the net. Huge stop by Ethan Murphy to close out the frame. Keeps the Mavericks within 4 after 40 minutes of play at the JRC. Of course, you want to keep broadcasts free, you got to go to sportsinteraction.com/rebels. Sign up today. Best place to bet on sports in all of Canada. sportsinteraction.com/rebels. It's Cody Jameson with you, and we're back with the third in about 10 minutes. Fort Saskatchewan Rebels lacrosse is brought to you all season long for free by Sports Interaction. The best place to bet on sports in Canada. SportsInteraction.com/Rebels is where you can sign up today if you want to support free broadcasts in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League. SportsInteraction.com/Rebels. Sign up today. Get a first deposit match bonus of up to $500. 9-5. Rebels leading the Mountainview Mavericks after 40 minutes of play. 5 goals in that middle frame for the Rebels. Mountainview with 2 of their own. 2 for 4 in the power play were the Rebels. 0 for 2. For the Mavericks, 10 shots. For Mountainview, 20 shots. For Fort Saskatchewan, Ethan Murphy definitely been the busier of the 2 tendies, as the shots in total are 42-25 for Fort Saskatchewan. Bloomfield, backdoor look. Sinclair was standing there. He's going to get it back. Now we're 5-on-4. Hackett's the lone man in the sin bin. Sinclair, couple of fakes, and he scores. Far side, near side, back to the net. Braden Sinclair makes it 9-6. Braden Sinclair's got his second. This one comes on the power play. And the lead's down to 3. Jackson Baker trying to chase it down. Peterson's out there as well. Seth Fairhope grabs the Lucy. 17 to set something up. No need to rush it here. Porter takes an outside look. Easy snap for Murphy. That's a gift. Now it's McCallion up top for Peterson. Back to McCallion. Fairholm far side scores. Double digits. Seth Fairholm finds the back of the net. It's 9-6, 10-6. Seth Fairholm's got his first of the game. The Rebels have double digits, and it's 10-6. Bloomfield hands it off to Sig Fusen. Bloomfield's out in front. Quick stick doesn't miss by much. Out of the corner, back to Sig Fusen, who scores, but that's about a couple of milliseconds after the shot clock had expired. Fairhope for Lewis. Gonna bounce around down the crease. Sander Maxwell comes down with it. Maxwell's shot got blocked, and Jacob Baker goes the other way. Maxwell still with it. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. He's gonna bounce it back into his own zone. Wyatt Duval hands it off. Sinclair, the goal scorer for Mountainview. Down low, trying to throw it for Bloomfield. Too high for him. Seth McKenzie, the youngster for the Rebels. Scored in transition earlier in the game. He'll start the offense. Peterson's got 1 second to get something on goal, and he misses the net. Drake May passes it over to Bloomfield. Bloomfield now taken down to the ground. Penalty coming. Sigfuson has it. There'll be 6-on-5. Murphy to the bench. Sutherland up top. Long range, easy stop for LeBlanc. Mountain View going to the power play is Ethan Hackett. Back to the sin bin. He knows the direction. They'll work it off the righties. It's a lefty strong look. They're trying to go back to Sutherland for the quick stick, and this is going to go back the other way. Carter McAdam's got a break all alone. McAdam on Murphy. Scores! Carter McAdam on the breakaway. It's 11-6. Rebels extend their lead to 5 as Carter McAdam runs the length of the floor and scores a shorty. Mountain View still in the power play. Bloomfield spins around, little backhand dish. Sinclair gives it back to him. Bloomfield outside look and he scores. There's the hat trick for the big man, Marshall Bloomfield on the power play. Bloomfield's got a goal in each period. And this one brings the lead down to 4. Back in transition, Wyatt Duvall's got a break. Wyatt Duvall trying to pull it glove side on LeBlanc. Bounces it wide. Matthew Vetch across the restraining line here. 24 on the shot clock. Peterson for McKenzie. Down low's Porter. Peterson, the captain, swings it over to Josh McCalligan. Back for Porter again. McKenzie, shot goes over the goal. Murphy's got a duck. Lucas Cowles left side. High spin, low spin, gets around Lodemire and he scores. Lucas Cowles does it himself, and it's 11-8. Don't go anywhere. Mountain View certainly isn't. They didn't drive a couple hours on a bus to get blown out in the third period. 3-4 in this frame, and now they only trail by a field goal. Hayden Sutherland across the floor. Here's Braden Sinclair down for Bloomfield. 6 to shoot. He can score from anywhere. Across the floor, Duvall's in tight. That shot goes over the goal. Rebels could use some cushion here. Porter with Maxwell. Now to Fairholm. To the middle, plenty of space. Seth Fairholm tucks it high, just goes over the goal. Down low in the corner, defenders all over him. And Mountainview comes out with the ball. Matthew Vetch comes in and scoops it up, and he's got a break. Vetch on a breakaway robbed by Murphy. Matthew Vetch has to get back. Duval got past him, and Vetch puts it on the ground one more time. Baker to support. Now it's Baker down the right side of the floor. Pushed out by Sinclair. A couple of old guys playing on the back end. Sinclair lowers the boom on Baker. Penalty upcoming against the Rebels. Mountainview will slow it down. Sig Fusen was backdoor. Boy, if they could have hit him with a pass, he probably had a quick stick opportunity. They got 3 to work something behind the net. Got to go quick, and it's off the iron. Wyatt Duval beat LeBlanc. Peeled a little bit of paint on the post, and with 12:33 left to go in the third, Mountain View's going back to the power play. Baker's off for unsportsmanlike conduct. Sig Fusen out of the corner. Hayden Sutherland's down there as well. He'll spin it up top. Bounced on goal by Mailer. It's behind him and it's in. They'll see it cross the goal line. Dawson Mailer on the power play, and it's a 2-goal game. Josh McCallion with a face-off win, and the Stallion runs it up himself. Ends up colliding with Murphy. Didn't look like anything disingenuous there, but they will blow it down as McCallion goes through the crease, and they'll give the Mavericks the ball. Three power play goals in the period for the Mavericks. Have them within 2. Look out in front. Drake May puts it off the outside of the post. Fresh 30 on the playground. Marshall Bloomfield, the lefty, gonna drive the goal by himself. Tries to pull it short side. Got stopped, and he runs into LeBlanc. Now they're going to send Seth McKenzie back to the crease. Now they're happy if he starts there. 11:30 left to go in period number 3. Fairholt for Lewis. Off his stick and into the crease. Now the Mavericks are going to throw this one away. Lodemire. Out of the D gate, quick, grabs the Lucy. Cohunt with the fake. Peterson's up top. Has McCallion. Back to Cohunt, plenty of space. Toe saved by Murphy. McCallion, low side cut, got pushed out. Cohunt now on his backhand. Avoids the hold. That shot goes off Wasn't off a defender and out of play, and they're going to call a Cohunt for the hold. Wasn't quite sure if he was being held or if he was holding the defender. Ref says it wasn't the one in white, and Jackson Cohunt tests out his Hulk strength on the penalty box glass. Mavs going back to the power play for the fourth time this period. They are 3 for 3 goals on the power play coming from Braden Sinclair, Marshall Bloomfield, and Dawson Mailer, the latest. Also, we got an update from Bandit Land. Again, if you're PVR on the game, quickly hit mute here. After 30 minutes in Buffalo, the Colorado Mammoth are up 7-5 in Game 3 of the NLL Championship. All right, you can hit unmute. Here goes Riley Lodemire, shorthanded, far side, stopped by Murphy. Rebound, Scrimshaw couldn't control. Mountainview trails by 2. Low shot goes wide, and that's going into the Rebels bench. Wasn't much of a power play look there. Maybe they're just trying to catch LeBlanc off guard. And Porter now has McCallion cutting through the crease. Passes way too high for him to get a chance on goal. Wyatt Duvall up to Cowles. Has Sutherland with him. They'll move him to the low righty spot. Down to Sutherland. Out in front, Duvall couldn't get a shot off. Now it's Bloomfield. Room to fire, and he tees it one off the logo. LaFrance sends it into row 4. Not exactly what you want on your penalty kill. And now with 39 seconds left on the power play, Mountain View can get their A-plus guys out on the floor again. Nine to go, period number 3. It's Cody Jameson with you on 12-Ounce Sports. Bloomfield thought about shooting it before he caught the pass. Still hopping around, Sigfusen with it. Floater on goal, easy save for LeBlanc. LaFrance trying to spin back up top, has McCallion out front still. LaFrance, low cut, trying to pull it back, one arm on his stick. Cohut's got the rebound, takes a hard hit, but he's still got the shot off. Now they're going to give Mountain View possession. Cowles out of the corner. The affiliate righty. Bounce pass up top, and the feet of Drake May, and he's going to get back. Four on the shot clock. May's gonna whip this one down. Shot clock expires. Rebels will happily inch this one forward. More time with their O to set something up. Here's Maxwell. Had the first of the game for Fort Saskatchewan, been real quiet ever since. Sigfusen right side, Hackett on the back check. Drake May for Sutherland. Sigfusen shot in the feet of LeBlanc off the left toe and ends up in the corner. McKenzie for McCallion. 11-9. Porter towards the goal. Murphy with the save, and he falls on the rebound. Rebels have 4 power play goals in this game, as does Mountainview. The difference, a big second period for Fort Saskatchewan, but 6 past Ethan Murphy. Mavericks looking to do 6 of themselves. They need it if they want to get to a tie ball game. Here's Bloomfield out in front. 5-hole attempt got stopped. Rebound still hopping around. Bloomfield and Lodemire having a few words with each other as they go off. Peterson for McCallion. Josh McCallion steps into one. Murphy with the save, and he grabs the rebound as well. Boy, he's an active goaltender. Murphy hopping out on rebounds. Fearless outside of the crease. Seth McKenzie now breaking ankles in the D zone. Baker screws it up. Back to Peterson. For McCallion, outside look. Murphy with the save, it's in his feet. Turned around like that, lucky you don't spin the ball and it ends up back in your goal. Behind the back attempt by Cals. On this one, now short side, Sutherland got stopped by LeBlanc. LaFrance, partial break, but Baker comes off the bench, and a good change by the Mavericks avoids any opportunity in transition. Peterson's shot got blocked. Brendan Harnack stepped in front of that one. Pass hopping around. Maxwell gets tossed to the ground. Ball ends up behind Murphy. Lewis had the rebound, not before he stepped in the crease, though. Scrimshaw sends Bloomfield's stick for a little helicopter ride. Sinclair down for Bloomfield. Sutherland taking a beating in the corner, can't get a shot off. Rebels only have 1 goal this period from a forward, and that was Seth Fairholm early on. The other is Shorty from Carter McAdam. Here's McCallion, gets tossed to the ground. This is Riley Lodemire. You see it from the farm kids, they're tough. Built a little different in Mountain View. Kind of like those kids in Saskatchewan. Big, tough defense. Not fun to play against. Peterson now down the middle, and the captain puts him up by 3 with 3 to play. Ethan Peterson, where's that been all game? The captain cuts through everyone, goes over the stick side of Murphy, and it's 12-9. Now the Mavericks are going to throw another one away. They need all the offensive possessions they can get, and some sloppy defense is going to cost them one here with less than 3 to go in regulation. Fairholt. Plenty of room. Thought about teeing it up. Maybe he had some room short side. Now Lewis puts one over the net. Ends up off the back of the ref. They give him a shot clock reset. Doesn't matter because Murphy has it in the crease. Mavericks gotta go quick here. Down by 3. Try to do it himself was Hayden Sutherland. LeBlanc stops him. Vetch will hold it across the blue line on the board. Hands it off to Xander Maxwell. Maxwell for McCallion. 5-hole attempt. Murphy with a perfect stick. Cuts away any angle. Braden Sinclair. 2 in the evening, but they both came on the power play. Cowles. Down lows Mailer. Back intended for Sinclair. It's over his head. Hopping around. LaFrance can't come down with it either. McAdam finds it, spins out of trouble, and now less than 90 seconds to play in regulation. Riley Lewis down to Fairholm. Murphy got it, moving right to left. Now a minute to go. Mavericks down by 3. I don't think they're going to even pull their goalie here. They've accepted their fate with less than a minute to play. Hayden Sutherland goes low to high. LeBlanc with the save. And Scrimshaw now. Over to LaFrance. Maybe they let the D guys kill some clock. Porter on the restraining line. Ten to shoot. We'll see if they even put something on goal here, if they just dump it into the corner. Porter over the net now with 15 seconds left. Mountainview's going to call a timeout now. 11 seconds left, and Mountain View doesn't want us to go home. Hey fans, just a reminder, Rebels Lacrosse is brought to you for free because of our great sponsors like Sports Interaction. Well, if you want to bet on the sports in Canada, the best place to do so is sportsinteraction.com/rebels. Go to sportsinteraction.com/rebels today and get a first deposit match bonus of up to $500. It's Cody Jameson with you on 12-Ounce Sports, and we're back with the finale. Mavs possession. Sigfusen. Shot goes wide. Rebound, they score. Lucas Cowles with 1.7 seconds left brings them to double digits. So with 1 second left, they're just going to say that's the game. And they won't do the last face-off. Rebels win this one, 12-10 as they run out the clock. Final shots, 53-42 in favor of the Rebels. Ethan Murphy finishes with 41 saves. Eric LeBlanc with 32 of his own. Don't forget, Rebels fans, support free lacrosse broadcast by going to sportsinteraction.com/rebels today. And you can download the Junior Beast podcast to get caught up on the entire Tier 1 circuit every Friday. Thanks for tuning in on a Saturday night. Enjoy your weekend, lacrosse fans.